What is up, everybody? This is Jesse here with JLSComics. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Comic-Con and what to bring. So this is part 2 of my survival guide for the month of April. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? This is Jesse here with JLSComics, as I believe I just said. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about what to bring to a convention, building a go bag, if you will. Part of having a great time at a convention is making sure that you're well prepared for certain contingencies and things that may or may not happen. So to do that, prep is key. Last week we talked about how to find a convention, where to find one, and how to pick one, basically. So now that you've picked one, it's important to know what to pack and what to bring. So that's what we're going to talk about here briefly. So we're going to build a go bag for you. That's essential for a survival guide. And the first thing, if we're talking about a go bag, is the actual bag. You want to have a bag. 2 straps. I recommend 2 straps because you're going to be carrying it around all day. It's going to be weighing on one shoulder. You might be shifting around if you're looking through some bags. The bag, if it's a messenger bag, might swing around and bang somebody, or bang a book, or bang something. You don't know. So I like the bags for this type of thing with the 2 straps. Not to say you can't bring a messenger bag. I have used those with much success in the past. But whatever bag you pick, make sure there's enough room for your gear. Make sure that you, have it secure as well. You want to make sure that it zips. It's got enough space for everything too. So that is the bag in a nutshell. The next thing you want to do is gather all your documents and your wallet together. Driver's license is important. A lot of times you need that at the gate to check in with your ticket. So that's another thing you'll need is your ticket. Whether you print it out at home or you're going to the booth at the front, you'll need to do that and very many times to verify. You'll need your driver ID or a photo ID. So if you're traveling from another country, say, it's important to have your passport with you. I mentioned the ticket. If you are traveling, another important thing to make sure that you don't lose is your hotel key card. You want to be able to get back after a long day to relax. So bringing that with you is important. Business cards, if you're there for business, if you're there such as myself or maybe a YouTube channel, it's good to have those too. Another thing that you'll need is a map, not only a floor plan map, but a map, again, if you're traveling from the hotel to the convention and back. Something that maybe shows, and you can do this on your phone, something that shows where the grocery store is, a convenience store, a drugstore, things like that. And another thing that's very important, and I happen to keep this on my phone, is a want list. You want to be prepared with a list of things that you want signed, things that you want to look for, signatures you want, whatever that want is. Is it a poster? Is it a statue? A Funko? A cool piece of artwork? Just have that list ready, because you may be going around and you may forget. You may be focused on one thing and it just slipped your mind. It happens. So kind of along that same line is knowing the schedule. We talked about this a bit last week. Looking at the website, knowing who's going to be there, what artists, what guests, what celebrity folks are going to be there, and prepare a list of who you want the signatures for, or what have you, the booths, the halls, and what times they're going to be there. They're going to list the time that, say it's in one of the panel rooms, that starts. Depending on the popularity, it may have a long line, so you don't want to get there at that start time. Plan to get there a few minutes before, and expect, whether it's there anywhere else, expect to be waiting in line. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So expect a line. And if you are buying your ticket there, there's going to be a line outside, guaranteed. If you're in a sunny place, bring some sunscreen. You might be sitting outside. There was one last year, actually, where there was people outside for a couple hours. They were buying a ticket at the door. So sitting outside in the sun for a couple hours, inevitably, without suntan or without sunscreen, you get a sunburn, right? So knowing the list, knowing who you want, also entails bringing some protection. There's something called a store folio, which is basically it's a portfolio where it flips on the top, and it can be made out of either vinyl or like a hard cardboard. Holds about 15 to 20 comic books. I use something like this, which holds the books as well. Keeps them safe. I can put it into the backpack as well. So I know which artists are going to be there, and I pack them in their safe, and I make sure I hit their tables in Artist Alley. If it's a special cover or you want it signed a certain way, make sure that you bring your own pens. You may not have, the artist may not have, or the creator may not have the right color pen for what you're looking for. Say you want the gold ink to match the logo, or you want the white ink to go on the black space on the cover, you know. They may not have that. They may just have the silver pen, and that may not go. Or, you know, the cover's all silver and you're not gonna see it. Or I've seen where the ink's running dry because they've been just signing so much all day. So bring your own pens. Very important, folks. Another thing to remember is with your ID to bring a lanyard, something to hold it in. You may not use it. I keep mine in my pocket, but a lot of people have these around their neck. So bring that with you, and make sure it's secure on your neck too. Another thing, very important. We all have electronics these days. We all have cell phones. So make sure before you get there that it's charged. Make sure that your camera's charged. But also bring one of these, a charger. Bring a charger. You never know when, because you're going to be taking a lot of pictures, you're going to be taking video, you may be looking up things online, tweeting, posting things on Facebook, and your phone, depending on the convention, is going to be always looking for a signal too. A lot of them have Wi-Fi, but there's 10, 20,000 people in there all trying to use the Wi-Fi. That's going to drain your battery. So inevitably, you're going to want to bring a charger. The worst thing that could happen is, you're trying to get back to your hotel and your phone died. You can't call for the car. You can't call your friend to pick you up. So it's important. It's better to have this, and look how small it is. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. That's something that I like to say. Another thing to bring is food. The food there is so expensive. You want to pay $10 or $15 for a hot dog? Be my guest. But I like to bring snacks. I bring water, so I get some water. A lot of people, if you can stand the public thing, bring a refillable one. You can refill the water there. You don't want to pay $5 for that. I mean, come on. But they have junk food too. So if you're trying to be healthy, bring some snacks. Bring some bananas. Yes, I had some bananas on my lap just now. It doesn't hurt to have this kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be this. They got those little snack bars you can bring as well. Another important thing. Very, very important. Okay? Bring some antibacterial. There's germs, you might be bumping into people. It's like any large gathering of people, whether it's in an airplane or in the convention hall, there's germs. So bring some antibacterial. But please do me a favor and bring one of these, okay? This is called deodorant. People use this, but I'm gonna tell you a secret. I've seen some other videos similar to this, and they say to bring this, right? But that's not gonna do you any good. I gotta tell you a secret. Come here. You gotta use it. Make sure it says deodorant. Antiperspirant isn't enough. It's gotta be deodorant, okay? If I'm right next to you looking through the boxes, I don't wanna smell you, okay? So use this. Another thing too would be some gum for your breath. If you ate that junk food there, or if you didn't brush your teeth or whatever it is, I don't want to smell that either. So deodorant and gum, please. All right. So another thing is that you're going to be walking around. This wouldn't be in your bag. It's going to be on your feet. You're walking around for hours. It's a big place. Guarantee you, you're going to be putting on some miles. So you're going to want some comfortable shoes. Do not wear these. I know they're comfortable, but not for walking around, okay? Do not bring these. Again, great shoes, not for a convention. What you want to wear is these sneakers, okay? Good for walking, good for your heels, okay? So make sure you're comfortable there. You don't want your feet to hurt. That's going to take away from the experience for you. Believe me, I've been there, done that. All right, very important too, bring some cash. A lot of these places do have the credit card terminals, but not every, depending on the vendor, is going to have that. So you want to bring cash, but you want to bring it in denominations. You don't want to be picking up 5 books from somebody and all you got is $100 bill. That's really not a cool move, okay? Make sure you have some multiple denominations to make change for whatever it is. All right, and the last thing I want to mention to you is attitude, okay? You want to bring this with you. What you want to bring is a positive attitude. You want to be nice to people, have fun, respect people. There's going to be a lot of different fans there who are doing all different, things, fans of different things, different lifestyles. It should be a very safe environment for them to celebrate what they love as well, okay? And don't be that weird, creepy person, that just makes everybody just weird. We all know who we're talking about there. Don't be them, please, okay? Another thing, don't cut the lines, please. That's just really a dick move. Forgive my French. I know I shouldn't say the word move. And you know what? Expect the lines, like I said. You know what? Don't complain about the lines either, please. We're all waiting in line with you. We all get it. We all know we don't. We would prefer not to be in the line, but we are, and we don't all need to hear about it. All right. And the last thing in terms of attitude, I just put it in this category, is when you have trash, don't throw it on the floor. Don't leave it at somebody's booth, okay? Use the wastebasket. There's plenty around, okay? So that's what I have for you. That is it. Your little go bag for you, what to bring, including the positive attitude. But let me know if you have any additional tips. Put them down below, not only for my benefit, but for the people watching this and looking at those as well. I'd be very interested in hearing what you have to say about that, your feedback on this as well. Next time we're going to talk about what to do when you're there, and that's going to include the budget and how to strategize and some haggling and things like that. So it should be very interesting. And then the week after, I am super excited about that. I have something special for you guys coming up there. Like, sub, comment here, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the near future. This is Jesse with JLSComics. I'll see you soon.